Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We are back with some more Carolina Panthers franchise, and it's Super Bowl 54, and we are technically episode 21. It's going to show episode 20, which I have to change after the fact, because I'm dumb, and I put down Super Bowl 54 in the title as the episode's label, and forgot to change the episode number, which is okay. We're going up against Andrew Luck, Ghost of Andrew Luck and the Colts. We'll take a look at their season stats in a minute. Let's take a look at the NFL annual awards, yearly awards. Cam Newton won the NFL MVP. Holy cow. That's crazy. Coach of the Year, of course, is Tommy Beast. And Freddie Kitchens comes in at second, taking the Browns to an 11-5 record. And then, of course, surprisingly, Brian Flores takes the Dolphins to 9-7, and Frank Reich takes the Colts to 10-6. Taking a look at the NFC, Offensive Player of the Year is Cam Newton. And Jordan Scarlett comes in at fourth, and he's been hurt. That's crazy. I'm excited to see what he can do next year. I mean, he's got 4,000 legacy, almost the same legacy as Cam Newton. So Jordan Scarlett, looking forward, really excited to see what he can do. Defensive Players of the Year, well, single is going to be Luke Kuechly winning it for like the upteenth time, and Dante Jackson coming in at second, doing a tremendous job. Nice job. Offensive Rookie of the Year is, of course, not surprisingly, Jordan Scarlett. We don't have any other rookies on our team. DK Metcalf come in at number 9. Tony Pollard came in at 5th. Andy Isabella and Kyler Murray came in at 2nd and 3rd. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Brian Burns. And then Greedy Williams comes in at 3rd, surprisingly. I didn't think he would come up that high, but he came in. Brian Burns is dominating. I can't wait to see what he can do going into the future. Excuse me. And then going all the way down, Nick Bosa down at 10. Thought Nick Bosa would have had a better season. Best quarterback is Cam Newton, of course. Best running back, Jordan Scarlett, backed up by Zeke Elliott. Best wide receiver is Dez Bryant, because Dez Bryant is one of the best. And he had a dominant season. I mean, his legacy went up to the same as Julio Jones. Best offensive lineman, Matt Paradis, came in at second behind David Bakhtiari. So nice job, Matt. Best D lineman, Kawan Short comes in at third behind D Ford and DeMarcus Lawrence, which is very impressive. I don't think we had anybody else. Best linebacker, of course, is Luke Kuechly. And then Brian Burns comes in at 7th. Khalil Mack, Danny Trevathan, both, and Roquan Smith. Man, that Bears linebacking core had a tremendous season, I guess. Best defensive back, Dante Jackson. Over all else, why would it be anyone else? He played phenomenally. He had like 9 picks this season, and 3 of them were I think 2 or 3 of them were picked sixes. Graham Gano is the best kicker. Oh, whoops, we're not done yet. Hold on, let's look at the AFC. I want to look at the AFC's awards. Tom Brady comes in at first, and Andrew Luck in a close second behind him at Offensive Player of the Year. Devin Bush comes in at Defensive Player of the Year in front of Von Miller, and Devin Bush is a rookie. Think about that. Offensive Rookie of the Year for the AFC is Marquise Brown, Travion Williams, and Rodney Anderson both come in at 2nd and 3rd, so 2 Bengals back-to-back. Hunter Renfrow comes in at 5th, so we'll see how that all turns out future-wise. Defensive Rookie of the Year, unsurprisingly. Sorry I had to yawn. It's a little early for me, but I'm good. We'll get through it. And we're also probably going to be doing the off-season in the same sitting, just because I would like to get through it. I would like to get to the preseason so that tomorrow we can start the preseason. That'll be fun. Defensive Rookie of the Year, unsurprisingly, is Devin Bush. since he was the defensive player of the year, he's the defensive rookie of the year. Levi Wallace and Ed Oliver both coming in second and third. Germaine Pratt had a pretty good season this season as well. And then Clelin Ferrell, Quinnen Williams, not a bad job. Best quarterback in the AFC is actually Andrew Luck, surprisingly, considering Tom Brady was Offensive Player of the Year. Best running back is Le'Veon Bell, surprisingly. James Conner coming in at second, Joe Mixon at third. Best wide receiver, unsurprisingly, is Julian Edelman, with Demaryius Thomas coming in at third, and Tyler Boyd coming in at second. Odell Beckham coming in at sixth. Chester Rogers, T.Y. Hilton at ninth and 10th. Best O-lineman is Marshall Yanda. I love Marshall Yanda. He is one of the best offensive guards in football. Joel Bitonio, Quentin Nelson. I'm really liking what I see out of Quentin Nelson in real life. I mean, his blocking is tremendous. Moving on, best defensive lineman is Myles Garrett. Unsurprisingly, he actually plays really well in Madden, and in real life, he plays really, really well. He's a very lanky guy, so we'll see how he does in real life, as well as we'll see what he does next year with the Browns. We'll see how that happens. And then J.J. Watt as well, coming in at number 2, and Calais Campbell at 3. Calais Campbell has really broken out recently in the past couple of years. And Michael Bennett, not Martellus Bennett, Michael Bennett on the Patriots does a pretty good job as well. Von Miller wins Best Linebacker. I'm surprised that Devin Bush didn't, but best defensive back is Bobby McCain on the Dolphins. I guess he had a really good year. Derwin James, Bradley Roby, second and third. Best kicker, Justin Tucker, which is not surprising. Justin Tucker, one of the best to ever do it. So, those are your yearly awards. We're going to go ahead and finish scouting some players. Let's take a look at what I know we're going to need. So going forward, yes, we have a lot of green on our offensive and defensive needs, and we are projected to win the Super Bowl right now. So, and I have a pretty good feeling we are going to win it. A few of the positions that we're more than likely going to need is an outside linebacker at left or right outside linebacker, so it wouldn't hurt. And we have been kind of looking at a couple, trying to find some left and right outside linebackers that I know that I could move around. So we got Javier Curtis. I will have to take notes when we do the off-season. I might take some notes beforehand as well. Just trying to get Jamal Frazier. Not bad tackling, hit powers, pursuit could use a little work, but maybe an undrafted free agent we go after if he's not signed. Corners. I think I've scouted as many as I really can. Wow. Okay, Johnny Killings might be killing it in the draft. Guess we'll finish Brian Daniels. He actually has solid awareness. Not bad. Okay. So scouting's done. That's pretty quick. We don't really, it's kind of expensive to do it, and you usually think you can get more done. Super Bowl prep. I don't even have to play it. It's already set up. Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, after they finish simming the training and we see all the XP that all my players get, and then we upgrade my players, we're going to hop in 54. Carolina going up against Indianapolis. Excited, let's do it. It's going to be a good game. Hopefully it lasts longer than... Hopefully it goes and stretches out a little bit and is a little bit more intense than what I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a little bit easier than I want it to be. Look at Luke. Just the stats difference between Luke and Okere. And EA Sports is bringing you Super Bowl 54. You've got the Carolina Panthers, we're the visiting team going up against the home Indianapolis Colts. rivals here in Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Look at that. Just NFC champion Carolina Panthers. These guys have fought a whole season, playing through some pretty tough games. And your AFC champion Indianapolis Colts, led by Andrew Luck and T.Y. Hilton, Carolina's big leaders. Here's Frank Reich. He's 20-12. And here's Tommy Beast, who's 15-1. So here we go. We'll find out who gets the ball to start. Out comes Luke Kuechly. Look at the badges. Instead of captain badges, they've got the Super Bowl badges. Here's the coin toss. I don't know who got the ball. Both teams seem just as excited. Alright, so we're going to have a matchup. Eric Berry's going to be shadowing T.Y. Hilton all game. Either him or Dante Jackson's going to shadow him. We'll find out who does particularly. And it looks like, there's Bruce Ellington back to return. So it looks like the Colts are going to get the ball to start. And Graham Gano is going to get a chance to kick us off. He's at 139 of those, 99 touchbacks. Opposing average starting field position is at the 22-yard line. Graham Gano has had a pretty good season this season. Let's go ahead and get us going here, as Graham Gano is set to kick off Super Bowl 54, and Bruce Ellington will not return it as he takes a knee in the back of the end zone. And out is going to come Andrew Luck. Finally pushes past and picks up 42 touchdowns, 11 picks, 4,500 passing yards, and Andrew Luck finally makes it to a Super Bowl. And he's beat, he had to beat Tom Brady, or he had to beat who he had to beat to get to where he's at. So let's see what we can do here. Andrew Luck in the gun. To his right is Marlon Mack. It's a handoff to Marlon Mack, and he's going to be met and wrapped up there by Alec Ogletree and Shaq Thompson. Here's a look at this Indianapolis Colts offense. Ryan Kelly, Quentin Nelson, Anthony Costanzo, Braden Smith, Mark Lewinsky on that offensive line. T.Y. Hilton, Spencer Ware, Marlon Mack, Eric Ebron, and Chester Rogers. And we're backs and receivers. Coming out in a 2nd and 6 in the gun is Andrew Luck. There's going to be another handoff to Marlon Mack, and this time met by Trey Boston. In a one-on-one matchup. Here's the defensive look at the Panthers. Dontari Poe, Joe McCoy, Kawan Short, Brian Burns, Luke Kuechly, Shaq Thompson, Alec Ogletree are your linebackers. And your secondary consists of Eric Berry, Eric Reed, Trey Boston, and Dante Jackson. And it's already a 3rd and 5 here for Andrew Luck to start this drive. Can he convert? We'll find out. Andrew Luck drops back in the pocket, fires outside, and picks up a first down. All thanks to T.Y. Hilton making a nice catch on the outside after a gain of about 11. Moves the chains down to the 41-yard line. It's 1st and 10 with 9 minutes to go in this first quarter. Here we go. Andrew Luck drops back. He's looking, firing to the outside, and that's caught by Chester Rogers, who almost breaks a tackle, brought down by Eric Berry. Andrew Luck going back in the gun. It's 2nd and 4, the 46. He's dropping back. He's looking, surveying the field, finds a wide open T.Y. Hilton, who's wrapped up by Dante Jackson. It's a first down. Andrew Luck 3 for 3 right now. Luck in the gun, 1st and 10. Drops back. He fires to the outside. Knocked away by Luke Kuechly, intended for Eric Ebron. Nice job, Luke. Andrew Luck in the gun. 2nd and 10. He drops back. Feels the pressure and caught and brought down by a host of tacklers. Chester Rogers makes a nice catch. Brings up a 3rd and 8. in the gun for Andrew Luck. He fires over the middle. That's caught by Eric Ebron, who makes a nice catch. Right over the middle, a beautiful touch pass by Andrew Luck to fit it right over the linebacker's head and move the chains. Nice job. At the 20-yard line, Andrew Luck is on the cusp of the red zone right now. And he drops back in a 3-step drop. He fires quickly, and that's Jack Doyle, the former number 1 tight end for the Indianapolis Colts. And now Andrew Luck is in the zone. He's really driving right now. Marcus Golden on a nice tackle, 2nd and 2. Handoff to Marlon Mack. And Metten wrapped up by Marcus Golden once again. Coming in for the tired Alec Ogletree. Marcus Golden is a nice addition to this team. Picked up from the Giants in the trade for Alec Ogletree. Play action. Andrew Luck all day to throw. He's looking and feels the pressure, and that is Kawan Short. No, Dontari Poe coming in. He doesn't do that very often, but he felt the Super Bowl is his chance to get in for a sack. Andrew Luck ran play action. Watch Dontari Poe on the D-line. He's in a one-on-one. He just rips through the offensive lineman and chases him down and brings down Andrew Luck. Nice job, Dontari Poe. We haven't seen too many sacks from him this season. So that's why I thought it was Kawan Short for a hot second. But then I saw it was number 95. That's going to bring up 4th and 12. And that's going to call Adam Vinatieri, who's been in the Super Bowl more times than anybody has been, other than Tom Brady. And the field goal is good. That's Indianapolis going up 3-0 to start the Super Bowl. They score first. And Vinatieri is the one to do it. Now the Colts are going to be kicking off. And back to return is DeAndrew White. This man is going to stay silent for a second. Breaks one, brings it out to the 26. DeAndrew White's a very dangerous man and have to be careful because he has the chance to break it at all times. Here's Cam Newton, the MVP. 3,800 passing yards, 46 touchdowns, 19 interceptions. Also forget that he has 1,500 rushing yards and probably about 19 touchdowns. Cam Newton is one of the keys that unlocks this offense. Now we are missing the main focal point of this team other than Cam Newton and Des Bryant, and that's Jordan Scarlett. But he got hurt in one of the games. Here's a handoff to Alex Collins, who's going to pick up a gain of 5. He's moving the chains. Here's the offense for the Panthers. Taylor Moton, Chance Womack, Matt Paradis, Try Turner, Darrell Williams with Des Bryant, TJ Yeldon, Alex Collins, Greg Olsen, and DJ Moore. We are backs and receivers. Here's TJ Yeldon in the backfield. Gets a good trap block, and he's going to plow his way forward and picks up a first down. Nice job, TJ Yeldon. Brought down by Darius Leonard and Matthias Fairley. In the backfield, Alex Collins once again on 1st and 10. It's another handoff. Breaks one and brought down by number 50. And that's Anthony Walker Jr. Here's a look at that defense for the Colts. That D-line pretty good. Jabal Shear, Justin Houston are your DNs. Darius Leonard, Aquari, and Anthony Walker Jr. are your linebackers. Your defensive backs, Pierre Desir, Clayton Geethers, Malik Hooker, and Kenny Moore the second are your defensive backs. Cam Newton coming out in the gun here. Drops back, feels the pressure, steps up. Cam Newton with all day to run. He's going to slide down to avoid the hit. First carry for 17 yards for Cam Newton. And this is why Cam Newton is so dangerous. He at any moment can break free and scramble for a big gain. Alex Collins breaks through one man. Nice job, Alex. He's come in and played like Jordan Scarlett usually does. Except he just doesn't quite run through the tackles as smoothly as Jordan Scarlett does. Drops back. Quick dump off, and that's Ian Thomas to move the chains. Cam Newton's first pass and catch is good. Ian Thomas might be someone he's going to get pretty familiar with coming up in the future with Greg Olsen getting up there in age. Handoff. Alex Collins picks up a good gain, That's number 41 to wrap him up. 2nd and 5 here. TJ Yeldon in the backfield. Big run for TJ Yeldon, who lowers his shoulder and picks up a first down, moves him down to the 9-yard line. Nice job, TJ. Alex Collins is the back as Cam Newton comes out under center. 3 receivers to the right side. Here's Greg Olsen in motion. He steps up, and it's Alex Collins who's going to get wrapped up by number 41 once again. Number 41 all over the place right now. He's been all over those tackles. That's Matthias Fairley. So here we go. Cam Newton in the gun. Empty set. Drops back. Fires to the outside. That's DJ Moore, who gets wrapped up immediately by Darius Leonard. Brings up a 3rd and goal. He comes out with TJ Yeldon to his right side. It's Cam Newton. He drops back. He's looking. Fires and caught out of bounds out of the back of the end zone. That's Des Bryant was the intended target. And coming up for a field goal is Graham Gano on 4th down. And he kicks it up and good. So it's a tie ball game once again. Just like how we started. Graham Gano to tie it back up. And he kicks it off, and back to return Bruce Ellington in the end zone. And looks like he's going to be taking a knee. Andrew Luck's going to come out with a chance to score once again. Solid drive the first time, got sacked once. We'll see if he can avoid any sacks this time. This defense for the Panthers is one of the best in the league. He's got to be very careful with how he plays against them. In the backfield, Marlon Mack. And it's a handoff to said running back, and he's going to get brought down after a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line. Andrew Luck in the gun. Feels the pressure, throws over the middle, and Trey Boston comes up with a tackle on Eric Ebron after a nice first down, moves the chains. Andrew Luck in the gun. Empties it out. Feels the pressure, and big hit from Kuechly forces that pass incomplete. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Luke Kuechly now in the zone. It's dangerous when he's in the zone. He's feeling it. He knows what's going on right now. Luke Kuechly looks like he's coming on a blitz, but he's going to be dropping back. Handoff Marlon Mack, and a big hit from Kuechly. As Marlon Mack moves the chains about 5 yards. It brings up a 3rd and 5 here at the 45-yard line with about 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Andrew Luck drops back. Fires it quick, and that's going to move the chains. That's number 17. And he's going to move the sticks. That's Devin Funchess, the former Carolina Panther. And what a nice reunion for Devin Funchess to meet his team, his former team, the Carolina Panthers, in the Super Bowl of all places, as they've already met once before in the regular season. It's 1st and 10. The Colts are changing it up. Funchess moves over slot left. And it's a play action. And coming off the pressure, and that's a sack from Marcus Golden. He hasn't done much of that this season due to the fact that he's been behind Alec Ogletree at outside linebacker. Marcus Golden coming in for a big sack. Nice job as he completely avoids the running back. And the running back just kind of looked deer in the headlights on the sack. 2nd and 18. He drops back for a screen, and it's caught. Marlon Mack is wrapped up immediately by Shaq Thompson. 3rd and 15 here for Andrew Luck and the Colts. T.Y. Hilton slot right. Play action. Feels the pressure. Steps up. Fires. Knocked away. Nice job by Eric Berry. And he comes up with a nice stop, and that's going to bring up a punt that was intended for Devin Funchess. That was the biggest problem that they had with Devin Funchess in Carolina, is that he couldn't come up with contested catches, and he had some of the strongest hands in the league. A nice punt there by the Colts that pins the Panthers down inside the 10, and that's going to start them at the 9-yard line. Out's going to come Alex Collins, who's had a pretty good start since we've lost Jordan Scarlett. Now, Elijah Holyfield would have been the guy I would have wanted to go with, but I decided that Alex Collins had played pretty well in his absence and just kind of kept with the norm. Running a trap play here for TJ Yeldon, who plows his way through one man He gets brought down by Malik Hooker. Coming out here 2nd and 2 with a 16. In the gun is Cam Newton. He motions DJ Moore over. Coming over to the left. It's a dump off to DJ Moore, who breaks through one and brought down a little awkwardly. And that is going to be a face mask penalty. That's going to be on Danico Autry. That's going to move the Panthers up to the 33-yard line. Not a great start for the Colts on defense, as they just have given up some free yards here. Cam Newton coming up in the gun. TJ Yeldon to his right. You got Des Bryant far left. It's play action here. Cam Newton going way deep. And it's intercepted by number 35. He's coming with all day to run and wrapped up by TJ Yeldon. Cam Newton tried to go all the way deep for Des Bryant. Des Bryant just doesn't know how to go up for it. That's Pierre Desir coming up with an interception and pretty much just a big-ass punt. Puts him at the 31-yard line. Now, the Colts have a chance to score here. Cam Newton's first turnover of the game. And a quick screen here. Eric Berry immediately to wrap up Devin Funchess. Loss of 4 yards. Nice job, EB. Now, I don't know how long we're going to be able to keep EB or how long he's going to play successfully. Might have to end up moving him to safety. We'll see what happens. Andrew Luck all day to throw underneath and brought up and wrapped up by Greedy Williams. Nice job, Marlon Mack. Moves him gain of 5. 3rd and 9 here. Andrew Luck in the gun. Mack to his right. Devin Funchess slot left. Dropping back. He's got time to throw. He throws it deep. And that's knocked away from T.Y. Hilton by Dante Jackson, the best cornerback in the league this season. He's got an award to prove it. He won the best defensive back award. Here's Sanchez to punt. And it's a nice punt. DeAndrew White back to return. Now he has no punt return touchdowns. And he's going to get brought down just shy of the 20 at the 19 by number 31. And that's, I believe, Quadri Wilson. So here we go. Cam Newton coming out in the gun. Empty set this time. In the slot is Greg Olsen. Drops back. Wide open Greg Olsen. He's going to try and move the chains more than he could, but moves him down to the 34-yard line. Nice catch and run by Greg. Cam Newton comes out under center. He doesn't like what he sees. He's going to motion it to the left. He's going to change the run, and he's going to have Alex Collins break out to the left. He jukes one man. Brings almost down to the first down. That's that's Clayton Geethers, sorry, number 26. Is Clayton Geethers. Cam Newton under center. And a nice run there by Alex Collins, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 2, and Brandon Coleman is going to get brought down by Anthony Walker Jr. after a nice catch. 1st and 10 at the 47. Looks like they are blitzing. Going to that right side, and Cam Newton doesn't like that. He's going to change the play here. And that's what he's going to change it to. So he's basically going to shift his tight end over to the right, move his running back to the left, and he's going to drop back in the gun. He's going to feel the pressure, fire it over the middle. That's Des Bryant. Des Bryant is really good, and he's brought down finally by Darius Leonard, the maniac, at linebacker. Moves him down to the 35. Nice job, Des, to move the chains. Cam Newton and Des Bryant have a really good connection, and hopefully it continues going forward into the next couple of years. Drops back, fires into an open space, and Robert Foster with a huge catch. Hold on 1 second. Gotta watch this one more time. So here we go. Cam Newton drops back in the gun. And he feels a little bit of pressure, but nice job by the offensive line to protect him and almost hit as Chance Warmack let up Margus Hunt. He was helping with that double team, and just Margus Hunt kind of ripped through it. And if he would have stepped over to the right, he would have been fine. But other than that, so he throws under pressure. Cam Newton throws in the face of one of the tallest defensive linemen in football. Throws a laser right where it needs to be. Watch where he throws this. Look where it's at. So there's Pierre Desir, and then right there is Darius Leonard. And he throws it right on the hand. So Pierre Desir is right on top of him, and somehow Robert Foster, he throws it right on his hands. And Robert Foster comes up with a one-handed catch and somehow is able to keep it from getting hit and knocked out. Nice job, Robert Foster. making the kinds of plays that we want to see going forward. And those are the kinds of plays that I want to see going forward, as he could be a receiver that gets more reps based on releases and cuts and trades. Cam Newton drops back. He's going to fire this one for Brandon Coleman, and he's going to move the chains, a gain of about 9. Called a gain of 8. Carolina still in possession of the football. It's 4:24 left in the second on the 13. Dez Bryant out to the right. He drops back. He fires this, and it's caught by Dez Bryant, who makes the touchdown grab. Holy cow, Dez Bryant in triple coverage is able to plow through for that catch and touchdown. Watch it. See, look at this. There are 3 defenders there. Draped all over him is number 23, and Clayton Geathers is right there. There's Dez Bryant. This is why he's so good. He makes this catch, he tucks it in, and he plows forward through 3 defenders. That is why Dez Bryant is one of the best. Dez Bryant is one of the best receivers to ever do it in this game. Here we go. Got to watch this replay a third time. Excuse me, 2 plays, same drive with replays. That's rare for me. So here we go. Cam Newton drops back. He fires a laser, and this was a dangerous pass for me. Honestly, I was expecting an interception right there. I was expecting Kenny Moore to pick it off or to get knocked away. But so Cam Newton throws the laser pass right on the curl. That was a perfect timing pass reception. And it's hit right in his hands. And so Kenny Moore can try and break it up, doesn't. Dez Bryant just, he reaches over, he falls forward, and he just says, I'm getting this touchdown. I want a touchdown in the Super Bowl, because Dez Bryant doesn't have any of those. He has 0 touchdowns in the Super Bowl, and Dez Bryant just makes the beautiful play and beautiful catch and beautiful just touchdown score on that drive. Nice job, Dez Bryant. And actually, we're going to watch the replay one more time. We're going to make it one of our images that we can have. I think right there. I like that right there. That's what I want. That's a perfect play right there. That's a connection between a quarterback and a wide receiver, knowing the timing. Carolina Panthers take the lead going forward in this Super Bowl. Right now, it is 10-3 after the Graham Gano extra point. 7 plays, 80 yards, almost 3 minutes. Now the Colts have 4 minutes to drive down and score. Can they do that? Bruce Ellington out to return, and he's going to bring it down to a knee in the end zone and brings him out to the 25. Andrew Luck has 75 yards to drive. If Andrew Luck can drive 75 yards, they can score a touchdown. Let's see what he can do. Luke Kuechly is still in the zone for this defense. Andrew Luck comes out under center. 3 tight ends to his left. It's a handoff. This is Marlon Mack, and he's going to get wrapped up immediately by Marcus Golden and Dante Jackson. Nice job. 2nd and 11. Andrew Luck under center, 2 tight ends. Drops back, 5-step drop for Andrew Luck. Fires, and that's caught by Devin Funchess. That's what the Panthers were trying to find in him, and the Colts have apparently been able to do something with him to make him have those catches more often. Moves them down to the 47-yard line. Colts pick up a first down. Nice job. Andrew Luck in the gun. Marlon Mack to his left. Drops back, rolls left, fires to a wide open Eric Ebron, and he's going to move the chains. Nice job, Eric. Andrew Luck and Eric Ebron's connection has been very good, as Eric Ebron, one of the best tight ends in the league. Handoff Marlon Mack, immediately wrapped up there by Gerald McCoy. Run game is all but invisible for the Colts this game. Andrew Luck in the gun once again. 2nd and 12, drops back at the 34. He fires, it's a wide open Eric Ebron who moves the chains. Gain of about 9. Moves him down to 3rd and 3. Andrew Luck needing to convert here on 3rd down. A field goal will do them. That'll keep him still in it right now until we score another touchdown. if we score another one. Andrew Luck fires to a wide open man. That's Chester Rogers to move the chains. Brought down by the rookie Brian Burns. And that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning in the first half of play of Super Bowl 54. Indianapolis is trailing by 7, but they've been making the plays they need to on this drive and hopefully can score. We'll find out if they can continue to make big plays. So back after the 2-minute warning, here we go. 10-3, Carolina leads, but Andrew Luck has the Colts inside the red zone at the 10-yard line. Drops back in the pocket. He has plenty of space. Marlon Mack is immediately met at the 10-yard line by Eric Berry. Not going to be breaking any tackles this time. 2nd and 10 for Andrew Luck. Drops back, feels some pressure, has all day to throw, knocked away there by Trey Boston, who sat right in the box and knocked it away. That brings up 3rd and 10. Andrew Luck. It's dangerous for him. He needs a touchdown here. Andrew Luck needs the points. He drops back. Andrew Luck steps up. He fires, and it's caught by Devin Funchess. The former Panther makes the catch. And that's the first receiving touchdown for Devin Funchess in the Super Bowl. Comes up with a big play, and Eric Berry draped all over him. Devin Funchess comes up with a nice catch. Eric Berry was right there the whole way. Might have been a little bit of PI there, maybe, but number 17, Devin Funchess, comes up with the score. That helps the Colts tie this game back up. We're set to hold, and Vinatieri's kick is up and good, and that makes it a 10-10 ball game. Carolina gets the ball with 87 seconds. And we'll see how far they can return it. To kick off, Adam Vinatieri boots it deep. Back to return, DeAndrew White, who's one of the most dangerous kick return men in the league. He's gonna try and break some tackles, brings it out to the 31-yard line. Nice return for DeAndrew. He's doing a very nice job this season for us. Cam Newton comes out with 82 seconds left in the first half. Can he score some points and give his team the lead back? He dumps it. That's TJ Yeldon makes the catch, and Darius Leonard all over him. Running no huddle, Cam Newton comes out in the gun, drops back, feels some pressure. Cam Newton, he's going to roll. He's going to break one tackle, brought down by Darius Leonard, and they're going to call the first timeout for the Panthers. Nice job, Cam Newton, to move the chains. Cam Newton in the gun, TJ Yeldon to his right. Drops back, feels some pressure, steps up, fires. That's Greg Olsen to move the chains. Nice pitch and catch. Gonna run no huddle. Gotta get to the ball. Here we go. Changing it up and hiking it here. Going deep for Dez. Oh my goodness, did he catch it? Did he not catch that? Dez Bryant hucks it deep. Here's Dez first. And did the second drag, or that's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. I'm challenging that. That's 2 feet in bounds. You guys see that? That is 2 feet in bounds with both hands on the football. That's a Dez Bryant touchdown. They didn't challenge that? You're kidding. You guys saw that. That's 2 feet in bounds. A second time, Dez Bryant didn't catch it, quote unquote. We're going deep to Dez again. He deserves another chance. Go up, Dez. There it is. I'll take that. Dez Bryant, 42 yards. Kenny Moore, you can't contain him. That gives us the lead. I was a little frustrated by that. Dez Bryant had that touchdown. That should have been challenged. Oh well, he still scores it. I'm indifferent. As long as he gets his touchdown, that's all that matters. They told me he didn't catch that. Are you crazy? You guys saw that. That's why I showed the replay. You guys saw Dez Bryant made that catch. Oh well, Carolina leads by 7. with 19 seconds left for Andrew Luck and the Colts. Can he drive down? Bruce Ellington, no return, brings it out to the 25. On the knee. Andrew Luck, 16 for 21, 166 and a touchdown. A solid game. Here we go. Andrew Luck under center. 2 tight ends. Marlon Mack is the back. 19 seconds, hand off to Marlon Mack, and it's going to be a tackle by Greedy Williams. And that's going to chew the clock down. That's going to end the first half of play. Super Bowl 54, Panthers lead 17-10 over the Colts. We're going into halftime. 145 passing yards and 86 rushing yards by the Panthers. Here's a look at the halftime report. Here's some of the highlights. Cam Newton, he's made some plays. He steps up. This is first quarter. He rolls and steps up, picks up a first down. Here's Cam Newton once again. He's looking all day. He fires it deep. And that's a Des Bryant touchdown. So here we go as the Panthers get the ball to start the second half. Here's Adam Vinatieri to boot us off to start the second half of the Super Bowl. And Andrew White back to return. He's bringing it out. He almost breaks away. Literally one big cut away from breaking that to the left. Here's Cam Newton coming out with Des Bryant, who's already got 2 touchdown receptions today. There's the big one for him. As he had to go up for it. He's had to go up for it twice because he made a nice possession catch, got both feet down, but they didn't want to count it. And then there's Des Bryant's first touchdown. That's why he's so good, because Cam Newton and Des Bryant have such a connection. And then Robert Foster making a nice catch. That's why I choose a lot of receivers from Bama, because they're just that good. Andrew White in particular, running kicks back. Here we go. We're going to hand it off to Alex Collins a lot this drive. Want to kind of run the ball down their throats. We lead by a score. Might as well just try and do it on the ground. Alex Collins tries to plow his way forward. Picks up a gain of about 8. Called again at 6. Actually, we're going to go ahead and run a halfback quick pace here with TJ Yeldon. That's going to be the right guard pulling and getting a nice block. There's TJ Yeldon to the outside. TJ Yeldon with a nice run. Down to the 50. Nice job, TJ Yeldon. Again, another Alabama man on our team. We're going to run the same thing, except we have a tight end in this time. Another block, and brought down this time by number 93, Jabal Sheard. Alex Collins coming in the game. We're going to run it again. 2nd and 7 on the 47 with 8:42 left in the third quarter. Here we go. Alex Collins plows his way forward, and Darius Leonard makes up a nice tackle. Brings up 3rd and 2. Changes to the right side. Cam Newton hands off. That's Alex Collins, who makes a man miss, and there's a flag on the play. And that's going to be holding on the offense. That's going to be on the left tackle, Taylor Moton. It's going to make it a 3rd and 11. Pushes him back after a nice run from Alex Collins. Cam Newton, here we go. Drops back. Cam Newton fires. This is a wide open Brandon Coleman. And he makes a nice catch. Malik Hooker there to bring him down. Trying to say bring him and drag him at the same time. Wide receiver screens here. There's TJ Yeldon all the way out to the right side. It's a catch from TJ and immediately wrapped up by number 99. That's Justin Houston, the former Kansas City Chief, coming into the Colts and helps bring this team to the Super Bowl. It's a 2nd and 14 for Alex Collins in the backfield at the 33. It's a handoff. Big hole. He's going to level. He's going to plow his way forward as far as he can, brought down by Malik Hooker. It's a 3rd and 2. Cam Newton coming out under center. They've run it on 3rd down already once. It's a play action. He's going to float it. This is for Greg Olsen, and he scores for the Panthers. The first receiving touchdown for Greg Olsen today. That's a beautiful play action pass. Cam Newton floats it and gets it to Greg Olsen. A nice play for the Panthers. He floats a beautiful pass. Greg Olsen in stride. Makes the catch. Over the shoulder. Excuse me, and that's Geethers to bring him down. Graham Gano's extra point is up and good as the Panthers lead by 2 scores here early in the second half. Andrew Luck has to make something happen here. Here to kick off. Back to return Bruce Ellington. No return for the Colts as they're going to bring it down to a knee and comes out of the 25. Now 75 yards for Andrew Luck. Once again, Andrew Luck is in the need of trying to bring his team back and needs to give his team some points. It's a quick screen. This one is out to Devin Funchess. And that's a lot of players, and that's a Shaq Thompson face mask.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Shaq Thompson is the one on the flag. Moves the Colts to the 46. Stack to the right. Andrew Luck in the gun. He drops back. He's got time. No pressure. Knocked away. Nice job by Greedy Williams. The rookie who's played a very, very good season this season. 3 tight ends to the left side for Andrew Luck. He's under center. It's a handoff to Marlon Mack, who's immediately met by number 99, Kawan Short. Their run game is absent. It doesn't belong. There's no room for it. Andrew Luck coming out in the gun on 3rd and 10 at the 46. Needs to move the chains. Needs a first down. He dumps it. And Marlon Mack is wrapped up by Luke Kuechly, and that's going to be a punt. Not a great start, if I do say so myself. Here's Sanchez on a punt. Back to return to Andrew White. Sanchez booted high and out of bounds. And that's going to be inside the 10. No, sorry, at the 14. Nice punt inside the 20. You go, TJ Yeldon is in the backfield. It's going to be a running play to TJ Yeldon. He runs a big hole. TJ plows his way forward. Call it a gain of about 9, if not 10. Picks up a first down. Nice job, TJ. 6 carries, 61 yards, averaging about 10 yards a carry. Alex Collins in the backfield this time. And it's a handoff to said running back, and he's going to move the chains down to a gain of about 8. Call a 2nd and 2. Running to Justin Houston's side of the ball. We get a big block. Alex Collins cuts inside, and he makes 1 man miss, makes 2 men miss, stays inside, and he stiff-arms as he's wrapped up by Malik Hooker and Kenny Moore the second. At the 14, Alex Collins. A very nice run on 2nd down. Here's TJ Yeldon. Going to be running to the right side. It's TJ. Moves the blockers and barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Looking for a draw here on 2nd and 10. Cam Newton going under center. TJ in the backfield. We get a block. TJ Yeldon. Big hit from Clayton Geethers. Brings up 3rd and 5. Cam Newton in the gun. He drops back. He fires. Ian Thomas moves the chains on 3rd and 5 down to the 2.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Nice job, Ian. 1st and goal. Looking to hand it off, this time to Alex Collins, who's been running the ball for us all game, and he's going to get met and loses 3 yards. Makes it a 3rd and 5. Justin Houston comes in for the tackle for a loss. We're going to try and run it down their throats one more time. This time they back off a little bit. Stack that D-line. And Alex Collins in for a walk. He walks in for his first rushing touchdown in the Super Bowl. Alex Collins. Nice job. Here we go to kick off. And the kick is up and good. And Carolina leads by 3 scores. It's getting a little out of hand. I mean, this is starting to become the Broncos-Panthers Super Bowl, where the Broncos scored, it was like 55 points.
Let's go. Let's do this.
In Super Bowl 50, Or no, it was Super Bowl 48. They don't want to tell me what the score was. It was 43-8. Like, this might get up to that point. It might get up to that high scoring game. Andrew Luck in the gun, except just not as many mistakes. Just Andrew Luck in company as he finds Marlon Mack on a beautiful play. Greedy Williams. Whoa. What a play. That was a big one. Andrew Luck and company just not playing up to the same level as Cam Newton and company. Andrew Luck drops back. He fires. It's a wide open Eric Ebron. And he makes a first down grab, moves the chains, brought down by Dante Jackson.
We play to win. Let's go.
Andrew Luck in the gun this time. Mack to his right. Ebron slot right. Fires. That's a wide open Chester Rogers, brought down by Greedy Williams. Brings up a 2nd and 5. Dropping back, Andrew Luck fires to the outside, caught this time by Chester Rogers. Moves the chains once again down to the 26. Nice job. Playing man-to-man. Andrew Luck is in the zone right now. It's a handoff. No, it's a read option for Andrew Luck. And that's a big hit from Kuechly. Andrew Luck holds on to it. 2nd and 2. Is the down and distance. 2nd and 2 here at the 18. Andrew Luck drops back. He fires, and that's a wide open Eric Ebron. Big hit from Eric Reed. Moves the chains. This could be dangerous. They're coming close to the end zone. They could score. They need 3 scores, and they have a whole quarter pretty much left to do it. Stack to the left. Andrew Luck fires to the outside. That's Jack Doyle who makes the catch at the 4. Brings up 2nd and goal. Except it's going to end the 3rd quarter of play. 4th quarter. 10 minutes, and the Panthers are Super Bowl champions. One quarter left. 2nd and goal. 10 minutes left. Andrew Luck in the gun. He drops back. He's looking, feels the pressure, fires, knocked away, but tipped into the hands of Eric Ebron. What a play! Eric Reed or Eric Berry goes for the pass deflection. There it is. Eric Reed to tip it, and Eric Ebron right there to scoop it. Eric Reed tips it, and Eric Ebron with the quick senses says, "Give me that." That's a touchdown. Colts are back in this. They've scored a touchdown. Now they do need to score 2 more without the Panthers scoring any more. But if their defense can hold, we'll find out what they can do. Here we go. Adam Vinatieri to kick off as the Colts scored another touchdown. DeAndrew White back to return. He breaks through a couple and brings it out to the 26. A couple of unnecessary broken tackles, but DeAndrew White doing a very nice job. Here we go, coming out. Cam Newton looking to score quick. He wants to keep this lead going. Dropping back for Cam. Going deep for Dez, who's in stride, and he's going to take a step all the way to the end zone. He's going to throw up the X for the 3rd time. One-on-one with Dez Bryant. Are you kidding me? One-on-one with no safety help? They put him one-on-one with Quincy Wilson. Malik Hooker just not able to get there in time. That's what happens when you put Dez Bryant, the best wide receiver this season. He has a title of that. He is the best wide receiver. That's what happens when you put the best wide receiver one-on-one with Quincy Wilson with no safety help. That's 3 touchdowns for Cam Newton. And that's going to put him up by 3 scores once again. You can't do that to Dez Bryant. If you're going to play against him, you've got to double team him. You've got to lock him up. You can't put him in one-on-one situations. Bruce Ellington takes a knee in the back of the end zone. Brings the Colts out to the 25. Andrew Luck's going to be coming out. He's still in the zone. He hasn't been sacked. He has to get sacked in order to get out of the zone. But I don't think we're going to be getting any more sacks on him. T.Y. makes a nice catch. He hasn't been targeted too much today. Pretty much locked up by whoever has been on him. Brings up 2nd and 3. Andrew Luck drops back. He's looking. Fires for wide open Eric Ebron. Makes a nice catch. Bennett Benwickery on the coverage. Andrew Luck in the gun once again. Empty set this time. He's looking. And he's sacked. Kawan Short wraps him up for a sack in the Super Bowl. As I was saying, we weren't going to get any sacks. We have 3 today. We've sacked them 3 times. I didn't realize we sacked them 3 times. I thought it was only twice. Oh, I forgot. That was, remember, Marcus Golding got a sack too. Andrew Luck drops back. He fires. Incomplete. Intended for Chester Rogers. Grady Williams. Nice coverage. Carolina, we are ranked number 1 in takeaways. We don't have any today yet. But Andrew Luck is a good quarterback. Who's the best quarterback in the AFC? Drops back. Andrew Luck fires. That's a wide open T.Y. Hilton on 3rd and 17. Makes it down to a 4th and 5. Just not quite enough to make a big enough play. But they're going to be going for it on 4th down. They need to. 3 scores down in the Super Bowl. Biggest game of the year. Andrew Luck drops back. He fires and intercepted by Bennett Benwickery, the former Carolina Panther who came back, who we re-signed, brought him back for him to make plays just like that. Bennett Benwickery with an interception. Even on turnovers. Here's TJ Yeldon in open field. Stiff arms one man and brought down by Malik Hooker. That's TJ Yeldon. 9 carries, 87 yards. What a run. Watch it one more time. He breaks through this hole, puts on the burners, and number 41 tries to bring him down, and he says, "Get off of me." He puts his hand right in his face mask. I love this. Are they going to slow-mo it? He says, "Get off of me. You can't bring me down." TJ Yeldon. He's so good. Here we go. Alex Collins in the backfield. Good block. Brings it outside, and he's going to get brought down by Malik Hooker after a gain of 10. Moves the chains. Nice job, Alex. Still in the backfield is Collins. Looking for a run. It's a big run. Big hole. Alex Collins gets wrapped up by Clayton Gaithers. Down to the 6. He's already got a rushing touchdown today. TJ Yeldon going to look for a touchdown as well. We're going to try and hit him on a screen here. 1st and goal. Drop back. Dump off. TJ breaks, cuts inside, and gets brought down a little awkwardly by Jabal Sheard. But not able to get in the end zone. Nice job there by Sheard. Here's TJ in the gun to his left. Trying to run it outside. Good blocks. And TJ Yeldon slips in for a touchdown. Both starting running backs right now have touchdowns. TJ Yeldon and Alex Collins have done a very good job. Carolina 44, Indianapolis 17. No, wait, scratch that. Carolina 45, Indianapolis 17. Andrew Luck and the Colts have just been shut down by one of the best teams in the league, by a team that's played phenomenally all season, by a team that might be playing pretty good all the way going into next season and following season. We'll see how many Super Bowls this team can get. It's 45-17. 6:06 left in the 4th. Andrew Luck in the gun. He drops back. He fires. A wide open Chester Rogers down the middle of the field, and it's a fumble. It's scooped up by Trey Boston, and he's brought down by Eric Ebron. 2 mistakes on 2 back-to-back drives. Chester Rogers, not a great start for him. 5:58 left. Panthers well in control. Cuts to the outside, breaks a tackle, brought down awkwardly by the face mask by Margus Hunt.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
It's going to be on the defense, number 92. That's Margus Hunt.
We got this.
And we're going to start chewing clock here. Alex Collins is the back. He's had a pretty good game so far. And a big run. And he's going to get wrapped up there, Malik Hooker. Colts are ranked 4th in points allowed. We've scored 45 points on them. 2nd and 1. And incomplete pass intended for DJ Moore. Calls on a 3rd and 1. Des Bryant far left. If he stays in a one-on-one, you will see me throw to him. And almost throws another pick. Incomplete. That's going to call on 4th and 1. That's going to bring a field goal for Graham Gano. 2 field goals today, and he is perfect for both. 48-17. That's a 31-point lead. That's a lot of scores. That's 4 scores. No, 5 scores. Panthers well in control of this game. It's turning out to be a blowout. This team has played phenomenally. Panthers have had a crazy good season, and I'm very excited to see what some of the players that we have that broke out, like Jordan Scarlett, Brian Burns. I'm very excited to see what they can do going forward. Andrew Luck fires to the outside, knocked away. Dante Jackson. T.Y. Hilton was the target that time. Andrew Luck in the gun. He drops back. He fires to the outside, knocked away by Kuechly. This time intended for Marlon Mack. Brings up a 3rd and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Fires and caught by Devin Funchess this time, one of his more reliable targets in the game. Nice job, Devin Funchess, one of the 2 players for the Colts that has a touchdown in this game. Luck in the gun, it's 1st and 10. Drops back at the 44. He fires to a wide open Chester Rogers, who's absolutely belted by Luke Kuechly. 4:08 left for Andrew Luck. It's 48-yard line. 2nd and 2. Runs a screen to Marlon Mack. He gets brought down by Dante Jackson. No Quentin Nelson block on that one. 1st and 10, though. That moves the chains. That's all they had to do. Andrew Luck drops back. 1st and 10. Fires to the outside, and Kuechly forces it incomplete. Intended for Marlon Mack. That's Luke Kuechly in the zone again. But Kuechly taking a rest. A little tired after that play. Drops back. Andrew Luck finds his man Mack and wrapped up by Shaq Thompson this time. Brings up a 3rd and 13. They got to do a little bit better than dumping it off. Luke Kuechly back out on the field. 3rd and 13. Drops back. Tries to run a screen. This time caught by number 40. I believe that's Hines. Hines with a big run on screen. That's 3rd and 13. Converted to a 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby.
Who's it? No, that's Spencer Ware, the former Kansas City Chief. 1st and 10. Nice play by Andrew Luck and the Colts. Runs a screen on 3rd and 13. Feels the pressure, and he's sacked. Brought down by Brandon Chubb and Dontari Poe. Brandon Chubb comes in and makes a big play in a big game. 2nd and 18 after the sack. Luck in the gun. Drops back. Has pressure. Finds his man Spencer Ware and picks up a solid game there, about 7. Makes it a 3rd and 11. Drops back. Andrew Luck fires and caught by the running back Mack, and that's going to bring up 4th and 10, and they have to go for it here at the 2-minute warning. Are they going to go for a field goal? Yes, they are. Adam Vinatieri set to kick this up, and it's up. And good for 3 points. Still a 28-point lead. They're going to kick off. They know that it's a loss. They know they've done their best. They know they don't have Tom Brady. Here we go. Good return. Cuts inside and almost breaks away. A nice hit. Number 49. And Andrew White's had a very good game returning. Hasn't had any touchdowns or anything, but he's done his job and given us good field position. Cam Newton. Hands off. Alex Mack. Not Alex Mack, Alex Collins. Sorry. Alex Collins as we're chewing clock. TJ Yeldon to his right. On a 2nd and 2. The handoff. And does TJ get it? I don't know if they'll give it to him. I think he's going to be stopped. Yeah, he's stopped short. Here we go. Alex Collins in the backfield. Pick up a first here for us. 37 seconds. We get the block and we get the first. And brought down by Anthony Walker. I'm not going to call out Cam Newton. You know what we're going to do? Cam Newton gets to take a knee. Cam Newton comes out. And he gets to sit in the victory formation as the Carolina Panthers have won the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 54 belongs to Carolina, and it's going to be headed to Carolina for the year. Andrew Luck and the Colts and Frank Reich did the best they could this season. They did all they could, but Carolina, on the back of Jordan Scarlett, Cam Newton, and Dez Bryant, and defensively Brian Burns, Kawan Short, Dante Jackson, and Luke Kuechly. This offense and defense just really gelled and came together for a perfect team with an almost perfect season. Went 15-1. Andrew Luck and the Colts did a very good job, and they drove all the way this season, and they plowed their way, and they fought some hard games, and they made it to the Super Bowl, but they had to fight one of the teams that is one of the best this season. Greg Olsen, Dez Bryant, Cam Newton, and then the backs that they had, the depth that they had at receiver, at running back, at corners, at defensive players. Dez Bryant is the player of the game. 4 receptions, 147 yards, 3 touchdowns for Dez Bryant. And as a career, considering he came from the Dallas Cowboys, where he spent all of his tenure until he finally gets released and tries to go to the Saints, and he tears his ACL, and then he comes to the Panthers and has a fully healthy season. Dez Bryant, congratulations on a very good season. Luke Kuechly, Cam Newton. What a team, what a season. We're not done yet, folks. We've still got plenty of seasons left. So here's a look at the post-game stats. Here's a look at Carolina's. Cam Newton goes 136.3 QB rating, 18 for 23, 266 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. Rushing, you've got Alex Collins, 18 carries, 165 yards, 9.1 yards per carry, 1 touchdown. TJ Yeldon, 12 for 104 and a touchdown. Receiving, Dez Bryant, 4 for 147 and 3 touchdowns. Greg, 3 for 49 and a touchdown. Panthers didn't let up a single sack. Good job. Dante Jackson, 8 solo tackles. Trey Boston with 6 assisted, and total was 12 for Dante Jackson. 2 tackles for a loss by Marcus Golden, and a sack and a half for Dontari Poe. A sack for Kawan Short, a sack for Marcus Golden, and half a sack for Brandon Chubb. Graham Gano went 2 for 2 for field goals made, and 6 for 6 for extra points. Kick return, DeAndre White had 5 for 136, 1 punt return for 5 yards. And the first season's over. I'm going to have to start editing. I'm going to have to go put in season 1. You know, I have to start figuring all this stuff out. But season 1 is over. I still have some time. We had a huge game. Look at all the XP that people get. Dante Jackson on there as well. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade him. Terry Godwin II. Going to keep boosting his route runner for right now. And he has another one. So he gets 2 upgrades for Terry Godwin. Jermaine Carter Jr. He gets 2, and that's going to be 2 points in the pass coverage. And he's now scheme fit, finally. There we go. I like to get those scheme fit players. Cornell Armstrong has 2. And he gets to boost his man-to-man. Let's find out what his man-to-man is right now. It's still pretty garbage, but he's getting better. Andre Smith, the middle linebacker. He's got a ways to go before he becomes anywhere near scheme fit, but we'll keep boosting it. I don't know how much longer he'll last on the team, but Quadri Henderson. He's got a ways to go before he becomes scheme fit as well. He needs to be a route runner. Kyle Allen, one of our backup quarterbacks, going to keep boosting his scrambler. Oh, he's no longer scheme fit because I guess scrambler boosts into his field general a little bit more. Here's Dante Jackson. And he's going to level up his man-to-man. He's now an 86. Look at his man-to-man. He has 91 man coverage. Now we're going to be boosting his zone here coming soon. Here's Anthony Johnson, another one of our wide receivers. Tyler Larson, one of our backup centers. Stephen Dunbar Jr. And then right guard Dejon Allen, who's already scheme fit. Here we go. So we came away. Here we go. Taylor Bennett has a comment about your victory. No small wins in the NFL, but there are big wins, and this definitely was one of them. I really hope you guys can build on it moving forward. We won the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. We are champions. And we signed a whole bunch of players from my practice squad, moving on to the off-season just to make sure no one else got any XP. No one else did. We have 17 players ready to negotiate contracts. We do actually get to upgrade some players. And DJ Moore gets an upgrade. He gets a point. We're going to boost his route running. So, other than that, that's going to do it. Oh, there's weekly awards. The Super Bowl. Week 21 Super Bowl week. Des Bryant for the NFC and Dante Jackson for the AFC, or for the NFC defense. Nice job. There we go. Very well done. Just unfortunate that we couldn't quite do it all year, but we'll try again next year. So we have 17 contracts ready to negotiate. I'll show you guys them real quick before we sign off. So Eric Berry, I'm more than likely going to sign for 1 more year. Des Bryant, who's a superstar now. He went from star to superstar. And we are going to re-sign him. Now, I don't know what his regression is going to be. I guess he's already regressed. So I guess he's just that good. So Des Bryant's going to get re-signed. He's a matchup nightmare. I like that. We'll see if we're going to continue to try and make him a star. And he's a superstar, and we'll see if we can continue to boost that. So him doing that. Eric Berry is a star, and I believe he's already regressed, hasn't he? Yep, he's already taken his regression. I don't know if it's regressed his second year, but we'll see if it does. He's 31. We're going to sign him for another year, and we're going to see what we can do. We're going to sign him to a bigger contract, though. I don't know what how much we have in cap space. We only have $5.43 million in cap space, which is really unfortunate because I would like to re-sign Eric and Dez, and if I wanted to sign Eric Berry, if I make him this offer, that drops us down that's a $10 million cap hit. That brings us down to 2.7. If I offer him this, it's 16, but it's over 2 years, that's a $7.3 million cap hit. So we might have to go cut some players or trade some players. But look at this. These are all good players. These are all players that played a crucial part. Trey Boston. You know, Benet Wickery, Marcus Golden. I mean, Ron Parker, I'm probably going to let go. I'm going to let go of a lot of these guys, but we just don't have the cap space. So I'll probably I can't trade anybody, unfortunately. I don't think I can. But I might cut some players if we can afford to cut some. Let's let's take a look at the roster and see who honestly would be worth cutting. I mean, I don't really have anybody. Quarterback, I mean, Kyle Allen, we could save a little bit of money there. Halfback, could save some money getting rid of Alex Collins, getting rid of TJ Yeldon, even getting rid of Elijah Holyfield. I'm going to hold on to Jordan Scarlett. He's here for the foreseeable future. But getting rid of Alex, TJ. So if I cut them now, that's going to save us money right now. So I think we're going to go and do that next year, or in the off season, which will be coming up immediately after. Pretty much. I just want to separate the episodes. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Next episode is going to be the off season, and I will catch you guys next time.